Good morning, loved ones. I hope you're really good. I am. So I put this here so YouTube don't do anything stupid that they unfortunately tend to do. Look at this beautiful sun. I have unfortunately fixed that because it's too much, but it's lovely. I was just complaining. I was just recording a 30-minute session to my Patreons, and then I was complaining about the grey weather, and then suddenly this comes, the opposite of grey. Beautiful sunshine. And I'm gonna see some friends that I haven't seen in a very long time today. I was working one summer in Italy as a promoter in a nightclub, and I was introduced to some Swedish girls, and one of them is the mother of a preschool friend of my daughter, and now she invited one of these other girls that I haven't seen since I stopped working for Absolute Vodka, because she got some really high-end job there when I was about to leave. And that's probably 15 years ago, and since Sardinia was probably 20 years ago or more, 25, I don't know. No, it's probably 20 years ago. But that's really fun, how life kind of wraps it together again. So I'm very excited. I haven't seen her, as I said, in a very, very long time. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm also very, very grateful for that. For these amazing connections that you made throughout life, and then 20 years later they appear again. It's a small world, as they say. It's a network that was really popular when I was in my 20s, and then a friend of mine bought it, and I don't know what happened to it since. But I'm very, very grateful for being here with you on a daily basis. And I'm very grateful for this amazing life that I've been living. It's such an extraordinary, actually, life with crazy highs and crazy lows. As it's normally kind of that when you're depending on substances. But I've also lived in recovery for such a long time now, and worked with myself on a daily basis to become a person that I'm very proud to be, and that I love. I hated who I was before. I hated the person I was. I hated the decisions I made, and now I feel very proud of who I am and what I've become. Also because of what I was. Maybe more because of that. Because I have something to compare with. Something that I wasn't proud of, something that I didn't feel proud to be, or It's fantastic. I'm also, I was in love with someone, that was very destructive for me when I was younger, and we ended it, when I stopped using, and I was heartbroken for years about that, and now I am so grateful for not, sharing my life with that man on a daily basis, and I wish him the very best in life. He's a wonderful person and one of the most inspirational persons I've met. And I could, I love him still, I wish the very, very best for him and his family and everyone around him. And but I'm also so grateful that it's not me, sharing his life, because I would have been devastated. It wasn't a match, and I didn't understand that until I met my husband, someone that is my match. We are freakingly good team, where he's so strong where I'm really weak, and the opposite way around. And from there I've learned that rejection is God's protection in any way possible, and we're going through some difficulties in our family at the moment, and thanks God for my faith in a higher power, because I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm gonna learn something that I don't want to learn, from it, and we're learning together so much. and it strengthens, you know, our bonds, because we have to face a threat together, you know. It's really beautiful. And thanks God for my 12-step program, because without that, I have no idea how I would react in a situation like the one I'm in. And I'm very, very grateful to, you know, manage to be present and also to live, you know, because my life goes on, whatever comes my way. My life is happening, even though difficulties come, or, you know, whatever, you know, shit is happening. If I live today the fullest, it's not gonna matter, you know. I'm still gonna be, you know, the person I am, and do the things I do, and love, and this I've learned from the 12-step program. Before it took over, you know, it took over my whole life. And then now it's like shit is happening, it happens here, my life is happening here, and it's okay. That is the superpower, you know. So if you struggle, find a 12-step program. You don't have need to be dependent on drugs and alcohol. It's so many other 12-step programs out there for codependency or love addiction, you know. It's like so many different things, and that is by far the best kind of therapy I've ever been throughout my life, because I learned to take responsibility over my part in everything that I'm going through. And my part I can change, you know. It's stunning, because then things unfold in the best of ways. Let's do yoga. Get down on your sitting bones and straighten your back up. Start taking control of your breath. We're gonna do the breath of fire. We do that by pushing our belly button towards the spine, quick and hard. Inhale to start. Very good job. We're gonna do the hip roll. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Switch direction. Straighten your back up and exhale, bend forward. And come back to Taylor's position. We're going to finish today's class with a short meditation. Close your eyes. Focus on the area between your eyebrows, the third eye looking inwards. Let your third eye lead you to the area around your heart. In this area, you find an inner room where you're going to spend some time just for yourself. There is nothing that has been and nothing that will come. It's only you in this very moment. Paramatmane Namaha Sri Patanjala Yoga Darsharam Atasamadipadaha Hatha Yoga Nushasanam Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha Tata Drashtu Sarupe Vashtanam Vrittisarubhyamittanastra Vrittaya Panjataya Klishta Klishta Slowly come back to the room where you are. We're going to finish today's class together with Trishanti. Place your palms together in front of your heart and inhale to start. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Place your palms to your forehead for you to think good thoughts through the day, to your mouth for you to speak the truth, and to your heart for you to follow your heart and to be kind to yourself and to other people. Namaste. Thank you so much for today. Remember to go. Thank you. I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.